In today's video, we are checking out a new and updated hero pack for the Fisk superhero mod. And this is one of the first hero packs I ever did a full video on back in the day. But this time, they've updated it and it does not disappoint. This time we got the boys. So starting with the main man, of course, we have the Homelander. And in some of the update notes, it actually said that he has a new pose if you put him on a hologram. So check that out. Actual Superman pose right there. And I'm pretty sure that one of the main visual updates of this pack is that the suits are all pretty much brand new. So each of the suits here does have a little bit more detail than it did before. They've almost had like a reimagined look, I guess you could say. So let's get into the abilities here. The Homelander being Homelander, of course, we do get the heat vision. I'm hoping that one day there'll actually be like a laser vision that can like destroy blocks and cut buildings in half. That's, you know, that'd make it a lot more accurate. We get super speed, which I believe is up to level 3. Yeah, it is. Which is already just way too quick in such a small area like this. We get the classic ground smash. Not too bad, not too bad. We do get Laser Blast, which from what I can tell is basically just like the laser eyes, but a bit more damage. And you get this really cool animation as well. I love that little detail with the particles. And with Homelander being Homelander, of course, you can actually fly. And it's actually pretty damn quick as well, like going in between these buildings. Not bad, not bad. So that right there was the infamous Homelander. And this cape just looks amazing as well. Even in flight, it just looks so cool. I can't get over the animations of these hero packs. They are just ridiculous. So moving on from Homelander, on the left, we do have the A-Train, aka the fastest man in the world, if you don't count the Flash. So once we actually have the A-Train suit on, you can tell that the detail on it is actually pretty damn good. And there was something that I brought up in the old hero pack, which was when A-Train runs, I wanted the sound effects. So if we actually go ahead and toggle our super speed here, this does go up to level 5, which is pretty damn quick. And as you could hear there, we do in fact get the amazing sort of train sound effects from the show itself. So just that little detail alone has already put this in like my top 3 of this pack straight away. We get the slow motion vision as well, which basically just looks like we're normal walking, but in reality, we're going pretty damn quick. And you can actually hear the sound effect in slow motion as well if you have it enabled. Check this out. So if you've watched the show, you know that there's one scene where A-Train basically runs into someone and yeah, it doesn't end well for them. So if we try and run into these villagers here, they might take damage. Yeah, in slow motion, you can definitely see it a little bit better. I'm not sure how much damage that does, but either way. So that right there was the A-Train suit. I love the little details of like the sound effects. Even when you're running, it has like a windy kind of sound effect. And of course, running into people causes damage, which is just perfect. So moving all the way over here to our left here, we do have the Butcher, aka Billy Butcher. Spoilers alert, if you don't want to be spoiled, jump to this timestamp on screen right now. So equipment wise, we get the classic crowbar, and there it is in all of its glory. And now if we go ahead and use Temp V, you'll see that we do this really, really cool animation, and then we get all the other abilities, as well as that little bar at the bottom of our screen as well. So just like Homelander, we do get heat vision. We get our super speed, which only goes up to level 1, but regardless, you're still going to be pretty damn quick. We get the laser blast ability like we saw with Homelander with the charge up. Now, I'm not sure if that was a misclick, but there is actually an ability called Oi, and you can just sort of spam that, which I showed off in the last video. Oi, 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 oi. So mid-fight, you know, if you want to disorientate someone, you just hit them with the... We get the ground smash, which we saw before with Homelander, and we can still bring out our crowbar. Check that out. And if you're wondering what that bar does at the bottom, I'm pretty sure that that is until the Temp V or the extra abilities sort of like cool down, and you won't be able to use it for a little bit until it's fully recharged. But either way, that's Billy Butcher, and who doesn't love the classic? Oi, oi. Real quick, I want to just quickly interrupt and say that if you do want your name on a villager, be sure to leave your username in the comments and you can be part of this wall. Realistically, we've got quite a few windows to fill. I mean, there's definitely a lot to fill here, so feel free to leave your username and you too can be part of this giant villager army that I'm building. All right, so heading over to Queen Maeve here. Let's have a look. The suit has definitely had a bit of a remodel with this one. And as you can see, I do look glamorous as ever. But abilities wise for this one, we do have the gauntlet block, which is basically just the same as like Wonder Woman, as this is pretty much based off of Wonder Woman. You know, you're going to get very similar abilities here. You get super speed, you only sort of go up to level 1, but regardless, this is still incredibly quick compared to normal. You get Warrior's Rage here, which is pretty much just the same as the ground smash, and we can obviously equip our weapon, which is this amazing sort of like katana samurai sword right here. I'm guessing this thing is a 3-hitter. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a 2-hitter. Yeah, it's definitely a 2-hitter. So nothing too crazy with Queen Maeve, but I'm pretty sure we can all agree that she's definitely one of the best characters out there. And bonus points for putting up with Homelander on a daily basis as well. Going completely out of order here, we do in fact have Stormfront. Now, Stormfront is definitely a cool hero in this pack. You can tell that I'm a little bit shorter compared to the other suits here. But one of the coolest abilities that I think that Stormfront has is that when we go to fly, can see that we have sort of like these electric sort of like beams coming from our hands there, and that color and the animation just look amazing. Even the sound effect is really, really cool. And when we go to boost, so that's pretty damn sweet. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen any sort of particles that look similar to that, so it's nice to see a change with that one. And then for our primary abilities, we do get the channel lightning, which is a really nice sort of pinkish color, and that's pretty much infinite. And then we do get rage and storm as well, which is basically like a more of a powerful charge up type attack. I would literally use this suit just for the flying effects, honestly. Moving over to one of the classics here, we do have the Deep, with a really creepy, weird looking ribcage, which if you know, you know. So I'm not sure if there's actually any water in this city. As far as I know, I don't think there is, but I guarantee that he'd be able to swim at absolute whoop speed compared to a regular player. So from the main abilities that we can actually check out, we do have Water Blast, which, looking at it now, it actually looks like it gives them some sort of particle effect as well. Like if it has the same thing as when your hearts go down or the oxygen goes down when you're swimming in Minecraft, that'd be a really nice touch. And for our secondary ability as the Deep, we do get ourselves a nice little force field in a nice blue color. So the heroes left, we have Soldier Boy, we have Starlight, and we do have Black Noir. So from the new skins, this guy looks absolutely beefy. That helmet design just looks spot on for Black Noir as well. So here he is in all of his glory right here, looking absolutely menacing, not saying a single word. And you can see that straight off the bat, we do get a bit of a speed boost and in fact a jump boost as well. So we can actually make it on top of some of these objects around us right here without even activating any abilities. We have the utility belt, which basically has the throw-in star and the smoke pellet so you can disappear. The throw-in stars, when thrown, they do look like that, so they almost have their own little design there. We have the choice to equip an item, which comes with either a grappling gun similar to the one that Batman has, or the sword that Queen Maeve has as well. I know a couple of these characters do in fact have this sword, pretty much the Batman of this group for sure. And for our final ability here, we do get the toggle ninja sprint, so we can just move even quicker, and that again goes up to level 1. I love the little katana that's just like on his back permanently as well. That is such a nice cool little detail. But yeah, definitely the Dark Knight of the group for sure. Alright, so up next we do have Starlight, another amazing character in the show here. Very similar to Stormfront here, we are a little bit shorter than the average players. You can see there we do get the speed boost and the jump boost like we did with Black Noir, and similar to Stormfront again, when we start flying we get this amazing lightning trail that follows us and the glowing eyes, except you know, because my skin is designed a little weird, I have glowing eyebrows. You have this amazing sort of like flash lightning trail that follows you around even when you're going full speed. So again, A star on the visuals for that one. That is really, really sweet. And then we have two primary abilities here. We have the light blast, which is basically like the Iron Man repulsor. You sort of hold that out and then you can fire it just like that. And then we do actually get a charge up ability as well, which is the light beam. And that knockback is pretty damn insane. So yeah, that right there is Stormfront. You can use your abilities whilst you're flying as well, which is a little bit of a bonus compared to Stormfront over here. But either way, a really nice classic hero. And finally, we have this guy right here, Soldier Boy, who's probably a lot of your guys' favorites because he is just a nutcase. So the suit design for this one is pretty damn cool as well. They got the colors pretty much spot on. You do get a good couple of abilities with this guy as well. So your first ability is the nuclear beam, which actually takes a long time to charge up. So it's probably pretty damn powerful. And it does take a little while to cool down as well. We get super speed to level 1, again very similar to the other heroes that we've come across, so they can basically just all keep up with each other, which is something the Justice League don't have. We have toggle shield, which basically just brings out our arm in front of us to block any incoming projectiles or attacks. And lastly, we do get the ground smash as well, very similar to Homelander. So overall, a pretty good all-rounded hero, I'd say, for Soldier Boy here. So that's going to cut it for this one, guys. I definitely recommend that you download this pack for yourself because it is just awesome to mess around with. And for when you're a little bit bored of just playing Marvel or DC, this one has you back. Like I said before as well, if you do want your name to be on a villager, we've got a lot of windows to fill here. Be sure to leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed it. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.